Minister of Bharatiya Janata Party, Sakshi Maharaj, has stirred up controversy on the disaster earthquake that has devastated the region and people of Nepal. Currently, more than 5,000 people have lost their lives, and Maharaj has been quoted saying that the Congress Vice President, Rahul Gandhi, is responsible for the tragedy after he visited the Kedarnath temple. It's renowned as the holiest temple and worshipped by the Hindu religion. Jackie, this is a time where the people of Nepal are devastated. They're crying out for help, relief, and support. And the minister of the political party is pointing fingers and politicizing a natural disaster.
Yeah, I mean, and the reason that he's politicizing it, I think, gets to the core. I believe you have a quote from him talking about how he blames it because the Rahul Gandhi ate meat from the cow, and that was the reason that this natural disaster, this earthquake that has devastated thousands and thousands of people happened, something that to most of us, honestly, just sounds far-fetched.
You're right. The quote is, Maharaj has told reporters Rahul Gandhi eats beef and goes to the holy shrine, Kedarnath, without purifying himself. The earthquake was bound to happen. Now, this is 100%, which is kind of ironic that actually this particular temple is still intact. There is, unfortunately, a lot of buildings that have been taken down, but this actually holy shrine, in which their devotees are saying this is actually a miracle.
Right. I mean, they are saying it's a miracle, and we'll get to, sort of the conversation of architecture. But I think, what he's saying is that this Rahul Gandhi, made impure this temple that is extraordinarily holy by eating meat from a cow, right? I mean, he's known as an extremist, a conservative who has extolled the virtues of the assassins of Gandhi, right? I mean, someone who really goes out and speaks. I think he says that women should give birth to 10 babies. I mean, really extreme thoughts that he publicizes. So is it surprising that someone would say something pretty offensive to most people? No. It does speak to, the core of the Hindu religion and believing that the cow is a holy animal, but this guy himself is a sort of shady character to begin with. So again, you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Yes, he's definitely an extremist and on the right wing, and he says that you should, the sacred cow, he says if you do kill it, you should be death, and he has...
You should be killed yourself.
Right, exactly. He definitely has extreme, and I think right now, the people need to hear from their leaders of encouraging words of how they're going to be helped, and they said recently that they would help with a month's salary, and I don't think that's what they need more than just that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's tough. To what degree does the government step in? How much money do you give? And it was a natural disaster, so of course you expect your government to be there and to help and to facilitate, but this begs the bigger, perhaps meta question of how much is the government responsible when it wasn't the government's fault that this earthquake happened. Although I guess in the case of this, it is believed that it's Rahul Gandhi's individual fault. But most of us who are not thinking this way really have to ask the question, how much, and I guess I would say is the government should do as much as it possibly can do, especially with this much loss of life and this much loss of structure and infrastructure, right? And you were speaking before about the architecture of the temple itself and how this one temple, remains sort of untouched, and people are speaking of it as a miracle. I will say, perhaps it is, but several years ago there was a flood, and in fact the temple was severely damaged. So this temple is not immune to problems happening. In this case, it is terrific that it was untouched, and for those who use the temple, that's fantastic. But again, I think this minister just is minimizing the tragedy and really turning the focus elsewhere.
Yeah, this temple's only open during April, at the end of April, due to weather conditions. So he simply went to maybe just to do a holy pilgrimage to the temple. And again, with Gandhi, Mohandas, yes, he said that the assassin, he actually said he was a martyr and a true patriot. So there's been many times that when people in need, he has not had much compassion for the people of Nepal. And I think that we need to reflect on the people. And if there's anything that you can do to help donate, there's many organizations to look into for the Nepal's disaster earthquake that's been devastating. And we'd love to hear your comments below, and please remember to watch and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.